Hello and welcome to the Drought&Proud podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Nick, and this is going to be our Super Swiggly Swoosh show.
Yep.
So, as some of you guys know, TV shows are an important industry in American pop culture. And so we were thinking, and we were like, hey man, what could we talk about during the podcast? And Chris was like, I don't know, man, I don't do anything. You do all the work.
Yep.
Is exactly what happened. But so we were sitting around, we're trying to think of something to do, and we were watching this show called YouTube. We were yeah, it's a pretty good show. No, that's obviously not a TV show, but yeah, but we started thinking about TV and how it's an industry, and I feel like TV shows are really something special because it's like movies. Because I'm gonna sound stupid, but they're like really long movies, and what are movies really but visual books? And the thing for me growing up was that when I would read a book, I would always want more. Like, I'd read a story and I'd be like, oh wow, this is such a good story, but what happens next? And I always felt like no ending was really enough for me, I guess. I always wanted to find out what happens next, and that's why growing up as a kid, I really liked books that were like series, right? The longest series I read, I want to say, was about 17 books. And I mean, it was great. I really loved how long the story was, and I think that with TV shows, it's kind of like a book with a sequel. It's a sequels of books.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas a movie is kind of just like one book.
Wow, great observation, Nick. You
What?
get an A+ in the class.
Hey, thanks.
Hashtag Coors Life.
Yeah, but yeah, so TV I think is definitely very cool, and I think it's influential on people, especially on the cast. Because I mean, could you imagine being on a show for like 11 years?
I think that would be just dandy.
I mean, you would practically be living with the people.
I think that'd actually be pretty cool. But then again, I don't know, you'd have to, if you weren't happy with it, like if you weren't happy with the cast, that would suck. Because you would have to see them for the next couple years, and you know that you'd have to talk to them. Sam and Cat? That show fell apart.
Is that the one? Is that the one with
Jeanette McCurdy and
Jeanette
Ariana
McCurdy? That's her
Grande.
name.
Yeah, they didn't like each other.
Really? But they had
Yep.
such a good synergy on screen.
That's the thing. Like, the show was pretty good, but they didn't like each other, so I don't know. They just stopped it. I'm not gonna act like I know exactly what happened, but I know for sure that they didn't like each other, and that was part of the reason why the show was not going on right now.
Chris, I hate you. I'm putting it into the show right now.
What?
Oh, bye. Cut the recording.
Oh,
No, you shut up, Greg. I'm the star. I get to say when I record and when I don't.
wait, Nick, we're not done.
Damn it, Greg, I'll get back to you. I'm still quitting. This guy's a tool. I've never met him before in my life.
Greg?
No, you. Greg's the producer that's invisible and he's standing in the corner.
'cause this is a big budget movie production, huh?
Well, yeah. Duh.
Wow.
What do you think we are? A couple of random kids just recording our voices because we want to feel relevant in the eternal existential society that we live in, and even though we mean nothing. Is your government book still missing?
No.
I was going to say, I found it.
I lost my government book. I don't know what happened to it, but it just disappeared. But someone returned it to the library. So there you go, everyone out there. Thank you to whoever did that.
Yes, a big thank you to the random stranger. Yay!
Yay!
And now, a moment of great vocalization. There you go. You're welcome. You're welcome.
So, Nick, why didn't you sing earlier today when you had the opportunity to sing so well?
Because, Chris, I think we can all agree that my singing sounds like a dead horse choking on a Gatorade bottle while getting stabbed in the butt with a lightsaber.
I want to know in the comments. Is that what he sounds like when he sings? Let us know.
And if you say no, then you're a filthy liar.
Hey.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to influence your opinion
Are you
at all.
insulting the audience?
No, of course not.
Nick.
Chris, don't let them know that they're a bunch of heathens.
Nick, they Nick.
What? What are you saying?
No,
Stop covering your mouth. What are you saying?
Nick.
Chris, I'm deaf. I read lips.
I know that they're ugly, and I know that they have no lives for listening to us, and I know that we're some,
Chris, I think you're looking for the word lowlife.
they don't have any redeeming qualities, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, really? That's just like Jill Stein supporters.
Anyway, glad, I'm really glad nobody was able to hear that.
Oh, man, we sorry for the moments of silence there. We just had a secret conversation that you guys weren't allowed to hear.
Yep.
But back to the most important part. So Chris, if you were to be on TV, what do you think it would be like?
If I were on TV, I would definitely be in a dramatic show that was terrible, like Planet Marvin.
Like El Chicharrones?
Like Planet Marvin.
What's Planet Marvin?
That was that show that Fred went into after Fred didn't work.
Never heard of it.
He was like an alien, and he came in, he always wore wacky clothes and talked, and that's about it. It's just a show about a kid who met an alien who then lives with them.
So it's basically like what we do right now. Except our alien's name is Jose.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know,
I don't know.
I think our lives could totally be a sitcom TV show. You know, like, oh, what did Wacky Jose do again?
Oh gosh, if my life was a sitcom, it would be so ridiculous. It would be one of those. It would be imagine a sitcom mixed with reality TV. Like there's like random one-liners and everyone goes, "Oh, blank, insert name here." But then like the other 80% of the time everybody's like, "Oh, Snooky, I'm going to hit you upside the head." Blah 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 blah. That's
Can
my
I
life.
use this time to talk about how much I don't like Big Bang Theory?
Do it, my dude.
I really don't like Big Bang Theory.
Why don't you like Big Bang Theory?
I'll tell you right now, that show is not written well. And I know that there are going to be a lot of people who are all like, oh, but I love the show, I love the show. And I'm just like, wow, what do you love about the show? And they're just kind of like, it's funny, and, you know, that's about it.
You know,
That show has no redeeming factors at all.
I have to let you know. I know at least one person in our audience really likes The Big Bang Theory,
Really?
and they're probably gonna beat you up next time they see you.
Who?
Well, I can't tell you because it's a secret. They told me not to. They said, "Hey, I really like the show, but don't ever tell Chris because then he'll be mad."
Was it Julia John 5123?
Probably. That's our very first subscriber.
Yep. Thanks, Julia. I love you.
Hey, Julia. Don't forget the cool side of the pillow. That's me.
Julia, you're pretty coolia.
Oh, back at it with the rippity raps rhymes. Oh, in case you guys didn't know, we are going to be starting our own rap careers. Ayo.
Dropping our first mixtape yesterday.
Our mixtape was so hot that they gave it a name. It's called the June Fire because we made it in June.
Ayo.
Here, we're gonna give you a little sample of it real quick. All right, Chris, I'm gonna drop a beat.
June. June. 5, 4, 3, 2. I was walking through the forest and I saw a fire. I named it June and I'm a liar. That never happened unless it was the future. Now I'm going home and I'm gonna make some coochers. That's the end of the song.
Wow, it's a good thing we have spit covers on these mics because I was slobbering. Slobbering.
I see the spit on your foot. You spit on
Oh
your
my god,
foot.
I actually did spit on my foot. See, that started out as a joke, but then there really was spit on my foot. And are we entertaining?
Are we?
I mean, could this really be a sitcom?
Existential crisis moment.
I feel like this would be a really boring sitcom.
I mean, we'd just be sitting in a room alone in the dark for 20 minutes.
You know what? I think that's why the mojo's off is because we're in the dark. Or we're not in the dark.
You know, we always do the podcast in the dark shirtless.
Wake me up inside, can't wake up.
Wake me up inside.
Save me from myself. There we go. Okay. The lights are off. The shirts are coming off.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Kind of nicked my mic, but you know, it's all fine.
There you go. We're just standing here.
I'm gonna put my shirt back on.
Yeah, I hope nobody walks in. Because then they might say, hey, what are you doing, kids? And we would say, nothing, Dad. And he'd be like, can I join? And he'd be like, no, Dad. And he'd take off his shirt. And we'd be like, Dad, no.
Dad, no.
Our father, because we have the same father, he used to be
in heaven.
He used to be a pig wrestler, and he would do it shirtless. And basically, what he would do is he'd take the pig, and he'd throw it in the mud, and then he would sort of waterboard the pig, but with mud.
Oh.
They called him the old
Oh no.
the old Oinker. That was his stage name, Old Oinker. But like it was one of those weird old Oinkers where there was no D, it was just OL apostrophe, but it was still pronounced old.
Uh-huh.
And so basically what he would do is
Yeah.
he would wrestle the pig, and then he would make bacon for the whole village.
Making bacon
For the whole village.
Yeah.
Another thing, we just made a song.
Yep.
It's a pretty hit. It's a new hit single, platinum record album.
Oh, making bacon in the village.
Making bacon
I'll start the beat. Ready?
All right.
Chicka,
Making bacon in the village. You know we chillin' up in the hillage. Don't ask me where I get my pork. I can tell you that it's kosher. Don't ask me more because I have a friend named Jason Mosier. That's a real name. He lives in UC Berkeley. Not in UC Berkeley, but he lives right next to it. He used to tell me stories as a kid about people walking around in full suits of armor. I was like, that's pretty cool, but what if they harm her? And he was like, who's she? And I was like, don't you know my GBF? She lives in a town, and she doesn't do drugs because she's part-time clown for kids. She wants to put on a good example, but they always ask her why she's so something. And these are the words to the song. Wicka wicka witch.
End of song.
Yeah, so that's just a little sample from our song.
Yep.
I know you guys. We in the beginning of the channel we didn't tell you how musically talented we really were, but that's just a little sample, and you're gonna get a lot more on our new channel. Oh, that rhymed right there. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it.
That's I remember that from Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Wake up, the members of my nation. It's so hard to be. Sweet life of Zach and Cody.
And time to see the brighter side of Mr. Mosby.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, guys, but important update. We have our new channel all hooked up. There's nothing on it yet, but we got
don't have it hooked up, do we?
Yeah, we do. We do. We have it hooked up, but it's not.
Why you winking your eye?
I'm not winking, Chris. It's in the dark. You can't see that. Stop it. You're disgusting. No, but we have a new channel set up, and we're gonna post a video pretty soon, and you guys are gonna get mind blown. You're gonna be like, "Whoa, wow, you're so cool!" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Wow, great graphics. Runs at 80p per second.
48p. No, but really though, new channel, hopefully, and your mind will be blown because this will be a little more of a serious take on what we do. Don't get me wrong, it'll still be goofy with a capital OU.
Ooh.
But hopefully it'll still be interesting, because if we weren't interesting, then we would just kill everybody around us. Oh, wait, can I use that word, or is YouTube going to yell at us?
Kill?
No, Chris, yeah, you got to bleep it out.
Interesting?
No, the bleep word.
Kill?
No, you bleep, bleep, bleep. Can we use those ones?
Nick.
What? Wait, I mean, are we still going to get money?
Nick, are you okay?
What? Chris, what are you doing? Chris, no, Chris, move your hand. Don't touch me there.
Nick.
That's my no square.
Nick.
Chris.
You've been acting weird ever since that thing crawled up your butt.
No, what thing? What are you talking about?
No.
Don't you hit me. Don't you do it.
Okay.
Oh, thanks. I was really scared he was going to hit me. And I am Zordon, Emperor of Zagdath.
You heard it first here. Nick is Zordon.
I am the god of
Zordon,
these species.
you say that you're the god of the species, but what do you do for the species?
I rule forever.
Do you?
I'm going to build a wall. It will be
Uh-huh.
super, and we will kick out all other species.
First ever interview with an alien emperor god.
I am now going to take over the planet.
Zordon, before you do that, let me ask you a couple questions. What's the quirkiest thing that's ever happened to you when you were invading a planet?
Well, on my first planet invasion, I introduced myself as Zagdath, my father's name. Uh, uh, uh,
So you do take over your father.
Well,
Wait.
when I conquered the planet, they flew the wrong planetary flag for 9 years before they put up mine instead of my father's.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Oh, you. Zordon? You're such a joker. Now, I gotta tell you, you said before we came on that you are quite the ladies' man. Is that true?
Well, I am known to get groovy with the female gender
Uh-huh.
and also with the zipper gender.
Oh, now, is that a new gender that was added to the other,
Yes,
32?
it was just recently added on Facebook's list of genders.
Okay, so, Facebook isn't just a nerd thing.
No, Facebook was invented by the great Zuckerbergon.
Oh, okay. I thought that guy was a little off.
Yes, all aliens are ginger,
Oh, ginger.
like the cookie.
The gingerbread. Oh, okay. Well, nice having you on the show. Um,
Okay,
okay, on your way out, do you mind getting Nick again?
I will retrieve the mortal.
Ring, ring. Hello?
Nick, your presence is required.
Oh, okay. Be there in a second. Nice, step noise, step noise, step
Wow,
noise.
Nick, you really walked in the room right now.
Oh, hey,
Where you been, buddy?
oh, nowhere really. I mean, after Zordon took over my body, I was kind of spending some time in the basement,
Uh-huh.
doing some renovating.
Ooh, how's that? What color's the wall?
Well, it's right now it's kind of a nice gray concrete color, but I was
Uh-huh.
thinking maybe we could change it to an ecru, if you know what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
just so you know, ecru is an actual color.
It's the color blue.
No, ecru is like an off-white. Did you know how many
Oh.
different colors of off-white there are?
I know that eggshell's a color.
Eggshell is a color, but ecru is a little different. Ecru is like slightly more vibrant and flavorous and other silly words used to describe color.
I don't understand the color white.
Wow, it's so Morticia.
So right, isn't it?
Exactly. Oh,
Ew,
hey,
eh.
you better watch out.
Better not cry.
I'm telling you why, cause
Santa
Zordon's gonna kill your eye.
coming to town.
Oh, Zordon's already here. He's been here. The aliens have been here for millennia. Oh,
Oh.
oh.
All right.
Oh, so Chris,
Yeah.
do you have any friends that are from other dimensions or planets or aliens or what?
Let me think. Hold on. Let me look at my contacts on my phone.
Okay, you do that. And while you do that, I'm just gonna give a brief history of butter. So, butter was first created when cows were doing cow things.
Oh,
And
I have Dave.
Dave. Who's Dave?
Dave is he's the guy that works at Save Mart.
Oh yeah, huh? There's Dave.
Uh-huh. You want me to call him up?
Okay, call Dave. Give us a second.
Ring noise, ring noise. Hey, Dave.
Here, wait, here. Let me call Dave too. We'll get a three-way call going.
Ring noise.
Hi, Hi, this is Chris.
Oh, hi. That's
Oh, Dave didn't answer. So much for that plan.
That's because I'm already in a call with Dave. Dave, do you
Oh.
want to come over?
Let me ask.
Yeah. Dave.
Hey, Chris. So I asked our mom,
Uh-huh.
and she said Dave can come over. What's Dave's take on that?
Dave said, Dave, what do you say? Yeah, yeah, I guess.
Dave, can you
Uh-huh.
when you get here, would you mind doing us a favor and just I don't know, just give us something to talk about because
Hey, I'm here.
oh, hey Dave, wow, that was fast.
Yep, that's Save Mart, right?
I mean, do we live near a Save Mart?
Live right next to Save Mart. You dilly dumb.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey Dave, what's going on, man?
So you did say that I needed to come up with something for us to talk about on the podcast, right?
Well, you see, the problem was that we had a really good topic, but then we kind of just got off track and we
Uh-huh.
started talking about alien and existential thought and whatnot. So,
Well-
I mean, you want to add in some new life to this video?
Yeah, I'll give you a couple ideas. Um, well, first thing I thought of when you said you have any stories is yeah, I have some stories. You know, the other day I was at Save Mart doing my Save Mart things, and there was an old lady. She comes up with a pear. She says, "Hey, how much does this pear cost?" That pear clearly says 99 cents. I say it costs $1. I pocketed a penny that day.
Wow, Dave, you know, I've heard similar stories about that, but usually what ends up happening in my version of the stories is people will work in like Walmart return policy areas, and no, this is a true story. People would return their things, and this guy, he worked there for like a super long time, like I don't know, like not 100 years, but like maybe like 20 years, right?
Uh-huh.
And this guy worked at the mall at the Walmart return area, and every time they would return something, he would take 1 penny. Right?
Is that the legend himself?
Yeah, it's the legend himself, and he would take 1 penny, and no joke, the dude retired from Walmart, and he was a millionaire.
Oh.
He was a millionaire, and nobody understood why he was getting all this extra money, and it was because he had been putting 1 penny in a savings account for 20 years after every purchase. And I mean, thinking about Walmart, how busy it is, the guy, well, I don't think Walmart's been around for 20 years. Maybe it wasn't Walmart, but he was somewhere, right? He worked there for a long time,
The
and I mean,
Walmart legend himself.
yeah, just think of how many returns the guy got a day, and he
He's
took
been
a
doing
penny.
that for over 20 years, and Walmart hasn't even existed.
I mean, yeah.
What a guy.
Here, why don't we do some quick mathesis?
Well, while you're doing that, I'll tell another story.
Okay, wait 1 second. This will take 1 second. 365 times 20. Well, that's assuming he works every day. That's 7,300. And I mean, how many things do you think get returned every day? Probably something like, I don't know, like 100. Oh, let's do 100. Oh, nope, that's not enough money. Let's do 1,000. Oh wow, see, he's a 73 millionaire.
Oh, well, I'll tell you about this other time. Something crazy happened at Save Mart.
Okay, Dave.
I was working there and I saw some kids, some hooligans, some real. They're not going to amount to much, okay? And you know, they're just walking around having some fun, and they start walking towards the cactus aisle. You see? And little known fact that we're the only Save Mart in California that has a cactus aisle. These kids are walking through it. They knock down a couple cacti, and you know what I need to do? I need to go clean it up. I pick up the cacti, throw them at the kids. Kids going to the hospital. You know, like that's just normal day for me.
Wow. Did he try and press charges?
I'll definitely tell you right now that he couldn't press anything.
Oh, thank God. If he was able to press charges on you for damaging him and making him go blind with a cacti needle, what is this country coming to? People suing them because they're blind and their life is ruined? What the hell?
That's what I said.
Oh, no, I can't say that because YouTube. Better watch my language.
Hey.
I said cactuses, not the other word.
Okay.
Not I'm not going to say it.
Well, Chris is out. I guess let's end the podcast right here.
No, but Dave,
I'm taking over.
Dave, you can't do that. We need Chris for the ending.
Chris doesn't exist anymore.
Dave, what are you doing?
I'm trying to take over the podcast, Nick.
Dave, go back to Save Mart, Dave.
Nick.
Dave, you live at Save Mart. Your life will never amount to anything more than Save Mart. Dave, go away.
You don't know what I've been through.
Dave, you don't get the chance that we have. We were born this way.
How am I supposed to make oodles and oodles of
Don't
money
be a rake, just be a hoe, Dave.
if I just work at Save Mart?
Dave, you own Save Mart, you do.
No!
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Dave. I hate it when Save Mart employees think they can be more than a Save Mart employee. Chris?
Hey, I'm back.
Oh, thank God, Chris.
You know, I was just sitting here underneath the couch. I knew Dave was plotting, but you know what? He's a good guy.
I don't know if we can be friends with Dave anymore.
Why?
Because, Chris, he tried to take over your spot.
Oh, Dave.
Oh, Dave.
That's classic Dave. Dave, if I've ever known him.
Oh, cue sitcom theme. Da 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 da.
Ha ha ha.
See, little did you guys know this entire episode was a sitcom. Woo!
Oh, now I could say anything and it would be funny because it's a sitcom, just like Big Bang Theory.
No, Chris, the entire episode was a sitcom. That's why we had all these guest characters, because this was a sitcom. Cue the laugh from 50 years ago. Those people on the laugh track are now dead. Ha! Wow, see, the audience seemed to like it. Thanks, guys. We were in front of a live studio audience.
Studio audience.
All right, yeah, here we go. You hear them clapping? Whoa, all right. They're clapping for us.
I didn't know you had 4 arms, Nick.
No, that's the audience.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, little known fact, I can actually clap with one hand if you guys want to hear it really quick. Now, I know you can't see, but here, I'm going to have Chris hold the other hand. All right, can you hear him holding my other hand?
I firmly grasped it.
Firmly holding my other hand. Here's the one hand clapping.
I don't know if they could... Oh, yeah, they could hear it.
I don't know how normal that sounds, but that's just one hand clapping. So, thanks very much, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Drought&Proud sitcom.
Oh. Cue the laugh track outro.
Da 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 da. Oh, it's just a couple of guys. They got together over some fries. They said, "Hey man, let's make a podcast tonight."